Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett series on Disney+. And as you can see, it is in that typical Black Series style packaging, but mind you that this is labeled as a deluxe class figure, but we will get into that in a few. And on the back, we got some read-up information, so feel free to pause it if you'd like to read it, but let's go ahead and get Boba Fett out of his package. Boba Fett comes with his jetpack, and it's sculpted pretty nicely. I got a little bit of a gappage down at the bottom, and there's some paint on there. Not a lot, but there's some. The missile does come out. Get some articulation out of the thrusters. It's not too bad. Now, if you're going to be a Mandalorian, of course, you're going to have a helmet, and this helmet is awesome. I love the detail. The paintwork is pretty damn clean. It is a solid, nicely done helmet, and it has that nice repainted feel from the Book of Boba Fett. But I don't know what's going on down here. It's a little chunky, but still, we got the paint, sculpted detail, just a really nice helmet. The targeting system goes down like so. It goes back up. The first weapon that Boba Fett comes with, his little side blaster, and it looks pretty good. Just that gray plastic, a little bit of paint on the handle, but it's pretty cool looking design. The final accessory we get is his primary blaster, and this thing looks awesome. It's got some nice detail in the stock, and it's different on both sides. Just looking really cool. And again, it's just casted in that like gunmetal plastic. But what bugs me with this one, and it's the same with the Death Trooper Mandalorian, the handle is way too stubby. So to grip this properly, he has trouble gripping it. Here's a close-up of what I'm talking about. So I got his thumb sort of in there, his trigger finger through the hole. There are a little bit of stress lines on the thumb and finger to try to get this to work, but you can see how the handle doesn't even go all the way down. Like, the design on this is pretty rough. Here we have an up-close look at Boba Fett, and without his helmet, the head sculpt is phenomenal. I mean, they've nailed this type of look for this actor over the years. They just got better and better. It's a great likeness. The only thing I don't like, and you guys can see it, so there's a spot here and a spot there. I guess it's supposed to be like burns or scarring or something, just showing that he's had some battle damage, and it doesn't look right. It's just, it's weird looking. I don't know. I don't know what their thought process on that was, but definitely the sculpt work and everything else looks great. Just those little splotches. But then again, I'm going to have him wearing the helmet most of the time. Unless I can get a custom throne for him, which would be dope. Then I could actually have the helmet on like the throne or something like that. But besides that, this figure is pretty awesome. Now this armor is a rubber overlay. We got the logo there. You know, it's nicely... It has some weathering on there. You got the little silver paint apps and stuff like that. But mind you, he painted his armor back up, so it's looking a little bit more brand new. We got ourselves the Mandalorian logo looking clean. Spot for the backpack. Again, not looking too bad. Got his little rocket launcher on his arm. Gauntlets and everything. I just feel like it needs that little rocket. Needs a little bit more paint on it. Got the buckle and the belt. Looking all nice. Got the flamethrower. Minimal paint on that gauntlet as well. But we got the hoses. And they go all the way in the back. And they don't get away. In the way. They don't get away. They don't get in the way when you're bending the elbow. Which is awesome. So, again, we got the holster for the pistol looking nice. Nice texture on it. We got some little fabric flaps. And then we got another fabric flap on the front. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see this. And we got his pants. His pants, they look all cool and stuff. They look really cool. We got the little knee pads, his boots. The little coverings for the boots look really good. Boots are pretty good too. They got some weathering on them, and it's pretty awesome. It's a pretty nice looking. I mean, the figure's awesome. The figure looks great and clean. Diving into articulation, his head can look down quite a bit. Can't really look back up that much, but he can look down. Left and right. You know, a little bit of attitude in there. His arms, the armor doesn't get in the way. So you get some almost full T poses. No bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. Pivot at the elbow. So, I mean, you do get a almost 90 degree in the elbow. Would have been nice for double jointed, but there's no pins. We do get movement in the gauntlets, wrist rotation, and bends. Let's see if this gauntlet does it. Yeah, this one does it too. So both gauntlets have pivoting. We get the hula hoop action. So he can bend forward that much, and he could bend back that much. So there's not much bending back and forward for him. Legs, you can pretty much do the full Van Damme. Holster gets in the way on this leg. We got the thigh cut that breaks that sculpt up heavily. And then we get the single jointed knee. Pivots at the knee, but, you know, it doesn't look too bad. Even this, from this point, it doesn't look bad. We do get boot cut, ankle bend, and pivot. So, wish there was a little bit of, you know, weathering or something done to those. But again, it's not a bad figure. Here we have Boba Fett all geared up, and he can hold all his gear. And this figure looks phenomenal. One thing that bothers me, though, is the fact that they labeled this guy as a deluxe figure. So you paid that premium price when, honestly, he came with basically the same stuff every other Mandalorian came with that you paid like $19.99 for back in the day. I don't understand the deluxe level. Like, if his throne was with them, then I understand. But we only got 2 weapons, a helmet, and a jetpack. I don't understand where the premium price came from. Like, yes, there is paint, but it's not anything outstanding or standing out compared to other figures from this line. I mean, Bo-Katan and all them, like, they weren't deluxe figures. So I feel like they were really milking it for this figure because it is Boba Fett. But the figure looks awesome. I don't regret the investment, but I do gripe about it a little bit. But still, this figure is so clean, and my backpack doesn't fall off. I know Art G was having an issue with the backpack. Now, I do warn you, that does add weight to it. So if you can see, you know, you got to really work his ankles because that backpack adds enough weight that he wants to lean. I have Boba Fett all posed up like he's just running. You know, he might be going into combat, but looks awesome. And I've seen people take some Iron Man effects and plug it in there, or from the Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett, you could plug in the flame effects in there to give him that jetpack thrust. But this figure is sweet. Now it's comparison time. We got ourselves the retro carded Boba Fett that reused that mold from the original Black Series Boba Fett. We got the credited Mando, and let's go ahead and move them out of the way. Let's go ahead and show some helmeted. We got this pig face, weird deluxe Mando that doesn't want to stand because he's all gumpy and goofy. I'm not a fan of this deluxe Mando at all. There we go. So you can sort of see helmeted, removable helmet next to removable helmet. We got ourselves, let's see, who do we got here? Casca, I think, Reeves, if I'm not mistaken. Throwing that out there. I just got a pile of Mandos in front of me. And we got got the heavy gunner. You know, he's going to be a little bit more towering compared. And then let's move her out of the way. The Death Squad with the arm going all crazy. But yeah, the height's pretty good on that. I thought he was shorter. With all, you know, comparing them to other figures from other lines. And then we got Gung Ho. Gung Ho is definitely going to tower over him. He's a beefy boy. Got a Crimson Guard. It's not too bad. Keep pulling out figures. Got a Black Series. We got a Vala First Black Ops Steel Brigade. There we go. You know, again, sizing up. He's a little bit taller, but looking good. And let's throw a villain up here. We got ourselves the Scarab. You know, again, just he fits well with all your 1/12 scale figures. So in the end, Hasbro made a solid Book of Boba Fett. It is a really great looking figure. It poses really well. I have my 3 gripes. The white markings on his head look a little weird, and the grip on his rifle is definitely off. It was definitely straining the thumb and the trigger finger. And the biggest issue is they labeled this figure as a deluxe class figure. There's no reason it should have been a deluxe class for the price, in my opinion, because if you look at the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett, if you look at, you know, your Luke and Yoda double pack, like all the deluxes that you paid deluxe prices for, you got your money's worth. I don't think it's there with this figure. It's a great figure, but it's not deluxe class pricing. We didn't even get any blast effects, thruster effects, or even a throne. I don't understand why. Actually, yes, I do. It's the main character of a Disney Plus series, so they knew people were going to buy it. That's pretty much how I view it. But besides all that, I love the figure. I love Boba Fett. And that sums up my unboxing and review of Star Wars Black Series Book of Boba Fett. If you guys are enjoying my content, hit that like button. New to my channel, hit that subscribe button, as I will always be posting up videos as quickly as I can. And when you guys subscribe, it helps the channel evolve and grow. Hit the silver bell notification so you get alerts when I post up a new video or I go live with my State of the Art series. And also, I want you guys to make sure you go check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. The website's down below, along with the Facebook pre-order group. You get some amazing prices on imports like your SH Figuarts, Storm Collectibles, your Figma, Mafex. That's the place to go. That's where I get all my imports from, so definitely check it out. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting. Keep on collecting. Have a beautiful day.